and Git is installed inside a container, almost. And our work is done. Git is done. Oh, yes. Now, what is the next requirement? Apache. Let me install the Apache also. Apache 2. I know the package name, so I'm doing it. If you don't know that, Google, you can do that. Why? Remember that you have to give it the why. Done. So, which Apache? Let me check this Apache has come or not. Which Apache? 2. Wonderful. And then last one, I need to install Java also. Java is there? No, it's not there. So yum install Java. I'm not copying any file. How to copy and all, you know that. See, yum install Java, that is not there. So I need to do cheating a little bit of it. Just a second. So Java install. And this is my, so every kind of tutorials you can find on this portal. If you don't find, please WhatsApp me. I'll help you with it. So Java and Ubuntu, right? So this is the command for Java. Okay, the package name is different, not Java alone. So here, paste it, and Java is being installed. And now, guys, almost done. And inside a container, Java is installed almost. Done. So guys, Java is also installed. So yes, I'm done. Control PQ, safely exit. You can exit also, by the way. Done. So guys, in this container, you see that in this container, I have Docker exec container ID, Git, Java installed, Git is installed, and last one, which Apache is installed. Wonderful. And finally, guys, the magical command will create an image. Mind it here. Are you able to look at my screen? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm creating an image, Docker commit -m. Why you are committing? So it has a Ubuntu plus update plus Java plus Git plus Apache, also for the reference purpose. And here, who are you? Author -a, and author Rajesh Kumar. And which container you want to commit? This container. This container. And what image you want to give it? So I'll give the same image name by the way. And that's all, guys. All this thing I just did in few minutes. And guys, look at my screen, all of you. Images. Image is ready. Now I want to show you here Docker history Ubuntu, and here you have this one, Docker history and my image. Look at this. For my image, which is this one, just again, history Ubuntu, history, my image. See here. This is the additional layer which I did just now, and in this layer you have all the software which my manager asked for. So far this one is Ubuntu, okay, which is here. See D2 and this one is a layer of my name. How much size I wrote just now? 833. I did not clean it up properly, so that's the reason size. Understood now how to create an image using existing container? All of you?
Yes.
Now, guys, you know what? This I did manually, but how do we do with the Dockerfile? So Dockerfile is also very easy to understand. and I'm putting the algorithm. I'm not detailing it because it'll become complicated. So Dockerfile, my objective right now is to get that understanding of the Dockerfile. So what are the base image from Ubuntu? I'm writing a Dockerfile. Okay, who are you? So maintainer. What is your name? Rajesh Kumar. Email ID Rajesh at the rate of Debug.school school.com. What do you want? Run. What you want to run? Apt get update. Whatever I did manually, I'm doing it. Okay. Run. What you want else? Apt get update install git hyphen y. What do you want else? Run up apt get update get install Apache and install Apache. All this command, whichever I run manually in front of you, all this is a new layer I'm creating. For every lines of this file will create one layer. Okay, what do you want else? Run apt get install. There's a package of Java that is this one. See, simple. So how many layers will we create? One layer, two layer, three layer, four layer, five layer, and this we have some layers here. But let's say you say, no, Rajesh, I don't want too many layers. Have it one layers. No problem. No problem. This also you can do that. It's a line. Are you understanding me?
Yes.
Simple. I got a one layer, two layer, one layer, two layer, three layer, and few layers here. Simple. Whichever way you want it, you can get it. Can I do that? So here, guys, I must run this command, and here, where I'm writing a Dockerfile, enter, and paste it. Whatever I did manually, I'm doing the same thing. Docker build. That's a command. Build command. Okay. Build for Docker file -t. What is the name? Rajesh1, and then context dot. That's the current location, and then the spelling mistake maybe somewhere. Docker build -t Rajesh. Correct. What is this? Docker file. Oh, see. This is build. Done. So Rajesh one is the image name. I'm building it through automation, CI/CD. So it will take some time. So that's all. Which way you want it? Most of the people write a Docker file for it. Manually also you can create it manually if you want to understand and learn. So every time if you go to image, every time you go to the image Docker Hub, they will give you the free Docker file. Just go for it. Which one you want? Docker file for Jenkins, Docker Hub. So let's say Jenkins. This is a Jenkins book, okay? And go and learn from the Docker file. So that's the learning you have to do that. See, this is a Docker file. See, from run this ARG for the setting the environment inside a container. Oh, sorry, this is ARG for passing the arguments for the variable. Environment for setting the environment variable inside a container. Run volumes. This again run, again environment, again run, again see this is a copy files from host machine to the container. ARG environment, ARG run environment, expose this for the port specifications. This for running that application container with a certain users, and copy and entry point. Entry point is the main. I'll talk about it. And there's some problem here. The problem was, see, this is my mistake actually. Two times I put the install, and here I should correct it. And whatever the layers it has been built, it will not be rebuilt one more time. It will be used on the cache. So don't worry, the time will not be spoiled here in the Docker image. Now it's done. It will be done in soon. So guys, did you find any problem so far? How to create an image? It's just easy. Just you use the existing container, do whatever you want, and or create a Docker file. So many components which we have to learn. This is a production one. See here: copy, user, expose, port, wall, environment, arguments, run, maintain, and stuff like that. From and make sense, guys, all of you?
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, clear.
Yeah. So now, guys, image has been created, but my manager is not happy. Why? because he said, Rajesh, you need to give it to me. So how do I give it to him? That's the problem. That's the problem. How do I give it to him? That's the problem. So that's where the question is coming into me, like how to share an image. Share an image. So guys, multiple ways you have. You can use a tarball, you can use Docker Hub, you can use Docker Hub, you can use any other registries also for the sake of sharing the image. So now, right now, I am showing you these two ways. Private registry, I'm not including it. It will become a complicated. Public registry and stuff like that. Okay, so almost done. By the way, my image is very large, and that I don't want to share it. See, this is almost 900 MB. So if I upload to the GitHub, it will take, sorry, Docker Hub, it will take a few minutes actually. And I don't want that. So what I'm going to do, I will create one container from this Ubuntu, and I will not do so much changes. I will do just touching one file under the TMP just for the sake of this demo, and control PQ, control PQ, control PQ, and after that Docker PS. This is the container which I created, and this container I'll create a commit for it. So commit command you must be having it. History grep commit. Okay, this is the machine edge. Let me see that. Yeah, so I'll share this command here. So this command, I am running it, Docker PS. I'm creating one simple image which is lightweight, okay? And this name of the image is Raju2. Okay, my bad, I did container ID, do not change it. So, and container ID is this one. And Raju3, okay? And it created fast because this was nothing, no changes. So right now I have one image which is a smaller image. This is good for uploading and downloading and demo purpose, but you can do anything with this also. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, my manager said I need that image right away. So how do I give it? So I'm giving it right away. Look at my screen, guys. I am going to save this image and into the tarball, and that name of the file of tarball, which image? This one. Enter. See, there's a spelling mistake. Save input. I'm making some mistake, and what mistake I'm doing it, I should get it from Docker help save. Okay, and here output, sorry, not input, output. So yes, this is the tarball. This will contain all the layers of that image. Now, how do you give it? You can give it anyways, whichever way you want. And he will do, you know what? Let me clean this environment. Docker, I'm acting like a manager, okay? You have given this image and I'm acting like your manager, so he will not have that container running. So I'll just clean this environment, stop it. And remove it. And you know, sorry, remove it. And here it's gone. I will delete all the images also because managers will not have those images, right? RMI, Raju3, Raju2, Rajesh1. These all are long images. I'll delete. It's not needed anymore. I'm acting like a manager. A manager has got this tarball, and you see that there's no images of the Raju3. So what he will do? Docker load input I and then Raju3. Simple. So one is saving into tarball, one is loading, and then Docker images and Docker run -itd, and he is creating one container from the Raju image, and he's happy. Yes, the work is done. So guys, did you see any challenges? What, all of you?
What if the manager he have another operating system than and if you have Windows
So
and
here, understand that. Remember that container needs, see here, very simple way I'm telling you. Let me ask you, root file system of Linux, like Ubuntu, CentOS, can you run with the Windows container?
yeah, this is my question.
Okay, I'll put it in this way, okay? In Windows, you logged in, and instead of C drive, you will see OPT. Have you seen this? Or Linux, you logged in, and instead of OPT or ETC, you see C drive. Have you seen this? No. So remember that technically. This image, which is root file system, is Linux. So you will run only in the Linux kernel. When you have an image of even Windows, you can run in the Windows kernel. Now the question is, how about, let's say I have a Linux image, I want to run in my laptop, which is a Windows. What to do? Nothing else. I think someone has already raised this question. You can install the VMs and run the container inside that VM of Linux, which is running on Windows, or Windows Docker desktop. Docker desktop will help you to create an image in Linux, and then you can run the container inside. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so yes, now he's happy. But now my manager is saying, hey, Rajesh, this is not a good process. We should share some.
Rajesh, I'm slightly confused here. So when you have added that maybe text file in the temp folder, how did it executed the commands when the manager has started working on it?
See, I created a fake image. Earlier, I did the little bit changes. Next time, in order to reduce the size, I did the fake image. Instead of running all this command, I just touch the file inside a container and create an image order. That's all. Okay, you want to see the file Docker exec and this one, and I hope it was a temp directory, right?
Right.
See that file array.txt manager dex. Whatever you have in image, you see inside a container. I repeat, whatever you keep in inside image, you see inside the container.
No. My question is, okay, so this array.txt file, how did it install maybe Java, Tomcat, and other stuff? Or it's just a like, for example, you have just created a small change and handed over.
That's all. I did just for the demo. That's what I'm saying. Next time, what I did, I created one more image just to reduce the size of the image. Because 1 GB, if I upload, it will take 5-10 minutes. It's just a waste of time.
Okay. Okay.
This image, you see that here, you'll understand that. This image which I created, Raju 3, which has only these changes, just for the demo.
Oh, okay,
but earlier, I created an image with the multiple changes, which I discussed already.
Okay, all right.
Okay, guys, any other questions which you have?
That's okay.
Any other questions, guys? Okay, now this is the last question. My manager said, Rajesh, you need to not share that image using tarball. It's not a good process. Can we use a registry? Then I said, yes, we can use the registry. So what registry you can use? You can use a registry like a Docker Hub, a Google registry, Azure registry repository. You can use AWS ECR. You can use Artifactory. You can use Nexus. A lot of things. You can use Docker registry. So many softwares are there. But right now, Docker. So what we do is, I have to register it Docker, which I have it already done. It's a free. Okay, Docker Hub. Go to Docker Hub here and log in. I've already logged in. Anyone can log in. So free account you can create it. Here I create a repository. Now, what is the repository name? I'll make it Raju3. Okay, mind it here. It's very carefully you have to understand Raju 3. So my repository, what is the name of the repository? It's a public one, not a private one, because only one private is allowed. Create. So my repository path will become, this is a private view. Okay, if you want a public view, click on this. Public view is for everyone. Private view means for only for the person who has access to this account. So here, what to do? This is my image name at the Git Docker hub, and this can be tag also. Okay, so what to do now? So from here, look at my screen, all of you. It's very simple. And from here, Docker login. What is username? My username is Debug.school. So enter. What I copied. I will copy from here. Paste. Oh, why is not good? Not sure why it's behaving like that now. DevOps schools. Okay, I'll just type it. Just match the spelling mistakes on the browser. DevOps schools, yes, correct. And that's all. My password, I don't know. That's a problem. DevOps school, enter. And just, I forgot the password. Basically, it's stored in the browser, right? So guys, login succeeded. That means I've logged into this account. Are you able to understand, all of you?
Yes. Yes.
Now what I'm going to do, Docker push what? This command. Latest automatically will come tag. I'm pushing. So look at my screen, guys. What is the image? Image you have Raju 3. I'm pushing Debug.school / Raju 3. Now this is a problem. They said, hey, you are trying to push something which you don't have. Yes, that's correct. The repository name is at hub.docker.com is Debug.school / Raju 3. But image name in the local repository, I have the name with Raju 3. So what do you do? Nothing else. You have to tag it to create aliases of it. It's not duplicate. You are just aliasing. So this is the new name. And paste it. And now you push it. And now, guys, you're preparing. Logged in is done, and you're pushing. And almost done. Just wait. It's a small image, so it will not take much time. I just saved 10-15 minutes because it's just a waste of time pushing the 900 MB of files. Now it's done, guys. Look at this here. And here it says last push never. Refresh it. Here it is. Few seconds ago. Now anyone in the whole world, those who wants my image, public view, and he has to just pull this, and he will get my image. The image may have anything, whichever you are offering. Are you understanding?
Yes.
So my manager is very happy. He said, yes, I can pull it from Docker Hub easily rather than tarball, copy here and there and stuff like that. It was irritating me. So now I could do that. Done. So now before that, let me store all this max. So guys, let me store all the commands. Last 248, right? So after that, 248. Here, all these commands I run for demo. And if you have here. And second session also I use it some commands. And here. Yes. So guys, we have discussed too many things here. Let me explain it to you. We discussed what is Docker, why Docker, what is container, how container works, Then we discuss about Docker installations. Then we discuss about Docker workflow. Then we discuss Docker lifecycle. Sorry, my bad. Container lifecycle. And then we discuss all the commands and behaviors of containers, exec, blah blah blah. This URL you must practice it using this way. Where is the Docker? So okay. So Docker commands. Yeah. Yeah. So this URL, like this, you practice it, you will find better. And then we discuss about many other stuff like creating an image, troubleshooting an image, monitoring an image, all these commands. So working with images, then working with a registry like hub.docker.com and so on. So almost 90% of the commands we have covered. Few commands which I want you to explore it as part of the assignments and come back to me with a proper, notes for it. I'll send it to you all this task assignment for you, which command you need to come up with this. So guys, this is the Docker. Any questions? Any doubts which you have, which you want my response and all?
Just I have a question, please. We will learn, for example, if we are working in a company and we don't have access to the internet, so we need to create our own repository. Are there any way, or is there any chance that we will learn these steps?
Yes. So you can, by the way, for the working with the containers and images, you don't need an internet. You just need to download few images. You can tarball, ask someone to give it to you, give it to tarball. But many organizations, what they have an artifactory, which is a JFrog artifactory. These are the software installed as a registry. This is the one, or Nexus Sonatype. So these are the very good solutions. Docker registry also is free of cost. You can use it. Or Docker registry. If you don't have access to Hub, Docker Hub, these are the ones. But I feel that they must be having access even to something. Without registry, we cannot work with we cannot store the images, and we cannot share the image actually. So without that, it's almost very difficult to work with the images continuously. We need a registry for sure. Now, this registry can be public or private, depends on the organization's policies.
Okay.
So check with your team, or maybe they must be having some idea about what registry they are using. I believe if they have a very strict process in terms of not using the public registry, they must be having something like Artifactory or ECR or Azure or Nexus or Docker registry for sure. They must be having. Without that, how can they share that image? Because Tarball is not an easy way to share that image.
No, you're right.
More questions, guys? Okay, so guys, few topics I would like you to also focus on from LMS, which is Docker networking. I have a dedicated videos for that, 2 hours or plus or something, and Docker volumes. Now, this is the topic I want you to learn after the Docker, because I don't want to confuse you too many topics at a time. But these are very useful topics if you want to become an expert in Docker. So Docker networking, you have to understand before the Docker networking, you need to learn the networking fundamental, okay? And Docker volumes, before Docker volumes, you need to learn storage fundamental. And after that, Docker Compose is one of the best tool which you can find in the Docker for automation purpose. and many other work actually. So Docker Compose. So all these videos you can find in LMS. Again, I think we'll have a sessions, one more session for those who are enrolled for Docker Advanced sessions. Okay. So when I say advanced, that means we have a dedicated session only for Docker. So those who have only enrolled for Docker, so we will cover this one in this one-to-one session. But those who have not enrolled for it, it's a part of DevOps, SI and all. So you can just go through the LMS and learn from these videos. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Okay, so I'm going to pause these sessions. I'm going to see you in the next session. And I think just check the calendar. I'm going to meet you in the next sessions. And then till that, you have a time to practice it. Again, if you are finding any problems, you know that where to post it in WhatsApp group. And again, you can email me.
Rajesh sir, did you publish the calendar? Because I have not seen it.
Oh, the calendar, okay, I did not modify my calendar, my personal calendar for that, that which day, which tools we'll be having. But if you look at the agenda, that I'm running from the top to bottom approach, means one by one.
Where is that agenda? Where can I see it?
You must be having before enrollment itself to this session. You must be gone through the agenda. Let me share with you after this.
Okay.
Coming on. Okay. Anyways, I'll update the calendar also. It's just like I'm not getting a little bit of time for that. I'll do that. Just after this call, also I have one more session, and that's become my life.
Okay. And how we can access again the video? Sorry, it will be shared.
Everything will be. Yes, everything will be informed by the coordinators. So LMS access and all, everything you have in LMS, and coordinators will help you. You can chat with them. You can drop an email. Every onboarding process will be done by coordinators.
Okay. Okay,
guys. See you in the next class. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at rajesh@devopsschool.com. And this is my website. If you want to connect with me over the social networking, this is the one where you can find my LinkedIn account and other information. Okay, have a nice weekend. Enjoy. Bye.
Hello everyone. If you would like to access the remaining videos of this playlist of 50 plus more tools which are coming under DevOps, DevSecOps, SRE, DataOps, GitOps, etc. Kindly become our channel members by clicking on the joining button. You would have access to 100s of playlists and 1000s of videos lifetime access with this membership. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.